Thomas, and this is The Week in Bricks. There's two big reveals I'd like to talk about this week. The first is the Saturn V rocket. This is an ideas set, and it comes out to be a metre tall. It's massive. It's got the complete staging sequence, so you can simulate your whole moon mission if you want to. I noticed there are 3 microfigs included with this set, so you can stick them on the surface of the moon. I think that's actually interesting because there were never 3 astronauts at a time on the moon. In, say, the first moon landing, Mike Collins stayed on the command module which orbited the moon. But let's say this is the alternate universe where everyone got to take a few steps. Another thing I'd like to point out is that the legs of the lander, from the promotional images, it looks like they're not in pearl gold, which is more common and a bit cheaper to make, but they're in a nice metallic gold, which is a really great colour, and I think these are new pieces in it, so that's exciting. For me anyway. The second set reveal I'd like to talk about is a new Grand Carousel. So this looks like the spiritual successor to the 2009 Carousel, which is one of the most expensive sets on the aftermarket. It's interesting seeing how the design of the new one compares. For starters, it's not on a base plate, it's on bricks. And there's quite a lot of detail in the structure and the ring around the canopy. It's also got quite a lot of mechanical goodness, as you can see from the designer video. This is a theme with these sets, like the fairground mixer, that they really do something and you can strap in a motor and make it do it even faster. The big store event for this week is the May the 4th event, as in May the 4th be with you, for the Star Wars fans. So this actually varies by country, so let's go through what's happening in the UK first. We have a free R2-D2 polybag with purchase above 60. We have 10% off all Star Wars sets, and we've got 40% off an individual Star Wars set each day until the 6th. So that changes day by day, and I'll put a list in the description. In the US, from May the 4th to the 7th, there's double VIP points on Star Wars sets, and some select sale items as well. And there is also the R2-D2 polybag from the 4th to the 7th. I realise I'm calling it a polybag, it might be a small box. And of course it wouldn't be May the 4th without a big news set. So we've got the Star Wars Snowspeeder Ultimate Collector Series edition. This is actually the second Snowspeeder they've done. So the first one was released back in 2003, so it's been a long time, 14 years, and there's been a lot of change both with LEGO design principles and also new pieces added since then. So it's really going to be interesting seeing how this old design gets revisited. Now for the kids aged 6 to 14, there is the monthly Minibuild coming up. It looks like a little red car this month, and that's free in store on the 2nd and 3rd in the US, although you will have to register for that, links below. And in the UK at least, it's on the first Thursday of the month, which is May the 4th. So that's also the day when the Millennium Falcon is 40% off. So it's exciting times if you want to go into the store then. There are 2 official LEGO sponsored contests running on Rebrick at the moment. The first of these is Ninja for a Day, where the objective is to make a 15 to 30 second stop motion film. And the prize is that a clip of your film could appear in the LEGO Ninjago movie, which is pretty cool, and that's closing on May the 10th. The second contest is the BMW Build to the Future contest, which is a LEGO Technic challenge and is closing on May the 4th. Links to both of those down below. Last but not least, let's look at the mock of the week. And this is a trio of small builds called TheRatPack. Now the author's taken inspiration from the Maschinen Krüger style of mech suits. So in theory there's little people inside there. What I really like about the build is just the way that you can tell that probably the builder was forced to use different pieces because he maybe didn't have enough of the same type, and yet the variation between them is what makes them so interesting. So you've got the little stumpy legs on the one on the far right, for example. So that's it for the Week in Bricks. If you've got any feedback or anything that you think I should cover but I haven't been covering, do just send me an email to this address. Equally, if you think that I'm doing rubbish and you want to see something change, tell me that too. I'd love to hear your feedback. And as this is a new show, if you want to support it, the best thing you can do right now is just to subscribe and maybe tell your friend who'd also be interested. That's it, I'm Thomas, and happy building!